This is a 3-minute clip. Skip Bayless talking about Trap. This is more from a football perspective. He's talking about Travis Hunter, and that's why, because Anthony and Virgil are going to come in after TJ, and we'll talk more about from a spiritual perspective. But Skip starts talking about Travis Hunter and his football focus and or lack thereof. Let's play SOT number 9.
So, allow me to tell you why there was no way that Travis Hunter should have chosen to be baptized on the morning of a 1 o'clock game in Jacksonville, where he plays, obviously, for the Jaguars. Not under normal circumstances, but here's the point. These are not normal circumstances for Travis Hunter, the football player. The Jags are using him so little, especially on defense, where he is the most gifted, all-time gifted, that Travis Hunter is starting to lose interest. He's starting to check out mentally on the Jags. So he was actually happy to be baptized on a game day morning because football isn't taking that much concentration or focus or pregame mental preparation. Nope, not now. Now, I'm certainly not suggesting that getting baptized was any kind of protest on Travis's part. It was just a stunning indication, a stunning indication of where his head is at or not at right now. It's not really into football right now. I'll get to that point in just a minute. His attitude, obviously, in this case was, hey, they're not using me that much anyway. Why not get baptized on a game day morning? Even after they had had one of the biggest wins in franchise history the previous Monday night at home against Kansas City. Why not get baptized before a 1 o'clock game against a very good Seattle Seahawks team in Jacksonville? Why not? Last year at Colorado, my man Deion Sanders, spiritual to the core is Deion, he utilized Travis Hunter 87% on offense and 83% on defense. And Deion told me before this Travis Hunter draft that he would, if he coached Travis in pro football, utilize him exactly the same way. And I am all for it 1,000%. Through 6 games so far with the Jacksonville Jaguars, Jacksonville has used Travis Hunter 63% of the time on offense. That's 24% less than Deion did last year at Colorado. And here's the killer. 39% on defense has Jacksonville used him. That's 44% less than Deion utilized Travis last year in college football on defense.
Skip Bayless is nuts, and
Yes.
I just he can't handle. Well, Travis Hunter is struggling in the NFL, and it must be they're not using him enough. And if they used him more, he wouldn't be getting baptized, and he'd get baptized in the off season. Now he may die between now and then, but that's not what matters. What matters is using him as much as possible so that he's not distracted and he's not interested in God to that level. Anyway, that's what I heard from Skip, but I think I'm being slightly unfair. What did Skip just say there, TJ?
Well, let's zoom out just a little bit and acknowledge who this is coming from so that we're not surprised at what he just said. Skip went on the Pat Bev podcast earlier this year and told us he didn't have kids because he felt God called him to talk about sports, and that was the most important thing. He also said in that same podcast that the day he met his wife, he told her she would always be second to his work. So just he's not actually being hypocritical. He's not. That he is telling you exactly what he thinks should be done, and he's lived it out that way. So do I think he's a crazy person? Yes, I do. Do I think he may be on the spectrum somewhere? Yeah, I do. I think he has a total misalignment and misunderstanding of the world completely, but this is actually how he lives. He truly believes, and he believes God called him to live this way. And so if you believe that, in what I think is such a backwards idea of the world, you certainly haven't read scripture to line up your thought about your calling. Is it really that big of a surprise when he has an expectation of that for other people? I don't really think it is.
Great point. Let me play one more Skip Bayless clip for you, and we'll react to that, and then I'll get to Anthony and Virgil. Let's play SOT number 11. This is a little bit longer as well, but this is where I think, Skip's really starting to fly off the rails here.
But as gifted as he is, God did not give him football overdrive. God did not give him supreme dedication to football. Football's just something that comes pretty easily to him. Not that he isn't dedicated, not that he practices hard. When it's time to practice, he practices. But his life doesn't revolve around football. It's something he really enjoys playing because he's really, really good at it. And he enjoys winning and competing at the highest level. Play made against Baylor last year at the goal line to save the game showed me so much. It had nothing to do with intercepting the football or breaking up passes. He separated the Baylor quarterback from the football on what was about to be the last play of the game, the winning touchdown by the Baylor Bears. He separated the Baylor quarterback from the football at the goal line to save the game with, pardon my expression, a hellacious hit. He will compete, but he is not driven to excel at football. It's just something that he loves to do, just like he loves video games and he loves to fish. Okay, great. Deion's point to Troy was, and a point he has made to me, is that you actually need to play Travis Hunter a lot to keep him engaged in football. He's so good at it, and it does come so easily for him, that you need to keep his interest piqued by playing him on both sides of the ball at a very high rate. He's one of those kids. He's got a lot of little kid in the big kid. He's still a little kid at heart. It's like chasing footballs is like chasing frisbees. It's just like, oh God, this is fun. I'm gonna go snatch this ball out of the sky, like the catch he made on Monday Night Football on the deep ball from Trevor Lawrence. But if you don't play him, he's going to throw up his hands and say, it's not that fun anymore.
This is why I think Skip Bayless is insane. He thinks God is sitting up there. Now I'm going to give him a passion for football and for preparation for football and all that. God didn't give him that. He gave him all the talent, but he didn't give him this. And Skip is Skip. He's an interesting person. I don't know how he got the platform. Well, I do know how he got the platforms he got because they want all of us delusional and sounding this silly. But he basically, if we just examine the football aspect of this, he's arguing, hey, Travis Hunter doesn't really love football. He's not that passionate about football. And the only way to keep him engaged is to have him out on the field all the time or he loses interest. And he's saying Deion told him this.